Hey there, Dr. Denise Start here. Today I'd like for you to consider very carefully if you are in a relationship that is hurting you, that feels toxic. If you're wondering, is your partner or spouse narcissistic or some other personality trait that we find in the dark triad, I want you to ask yourself one of the most important questions to really get a handle on where things are for you. Am I more or less financially stable than when I entered this relationship? Another question, am I more or less independent and self-assured than I was when I entered this relationship? Really important questions for us to consider because, as you know, as you've experienced, when you entered this relationship and were likely swept off your feet, wined and dined, flowers all the time, loving notes, texts, cards, you were literally swept off your feet. And the insidious nature of this relationship happens over time. In the beginning, you are isolated really by choice because the love bombing makes it so amazing that you don't feel like you want to be with anybody else. But over time, that negativity, those jealous accusations start coming into play, and more your isolation is less by choice and more by force. So likewise with finances, in the beginning, you weren't expected to pay for anything. This person had it all covered. They promised you a future of security and comfort and really anything that you would want, just like they had provided for you during the love bombing stage. But then over time, something different happens. Maybe you're out for dinner or drinks and suddenly you find yourself paying for that. Or in the very 11th hour, before you're about to get married, the papers come out for a very unexpected prenup that you have no time to even think about, that leaves you with absolutely nothing. Think about what was his property, your property, and our property as you joined this relationship in marriage or some other legal arrangement. Oftentimes, unbeknownst to you, it's set up. That's certainly the case, how it was in my case. The house was in his name. He bought it as a part of the love bombing to show me this amazing place where we would live. He talked about it as though it was our house. But if I wanted to do anything, bring in a new piece of furniture or paint a wall, suddenly it was his house. And in the end, believe you me, there was nothing there or that was in that house that I had any claim to when the relationship ended. I came into the relationship with a home of my own, full of furniture and wonderful things that surprisingly there was no room for in our new house. So ask yourself these questions. Am I more or less financially secure than I was when I entered this relationship? What are the arrangements? What will happen when and if this relationship were to end? And secondly, am I more or less independent and self-assured than I was when I came into this relationship? If you're in a healthy relationship, maybe going through a rough patch, you'll say, no, we're in this together. We are building our financial future together. Or, we each go through times where we feel less secure and things are challenging, but we really build each other up. That's a healthy relationship. A toxic relationship, you are depleted and beat down more and more over time. And in the beginning, it may be subtle. Towards the end, it becomes overt and very, very painful for anyone else who might happen to be in that house along with you. It becomes apparent to the world outside. This narcissist is still trying to prove that they are the most amazing person anyone could ever be with. And likely you're reminded of that. As I was reminded, you know, there are 10,000 women out there waiting in line for your life. And my response, well, you better just go get on that. So answer those questions for yourself and come on back and let's talk more about what you can do today to turn that dynamic around without this person's stamp of approval or permission. There's a whole lot of things you can do, even while you're in the relationship, to reclaim yourself and to regain your independence and your financial stability and independence as well. Go out and do something nice for yourself. I hope you have a great day. Make it a great day for yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you back here really soon. Take care.